By now, everyone has heard that Charlton Heston is dead at age 84. So I'm not trying to really present this as any new news. Instead, this is a sort of a tribute. And this tribute is also a challenge to myself because even though Charlton Heston marched in the civil rights movement in the 1960s with Dr. King, I really didn't agree with his politics as he got older. However, when I look at his achievements as an actor, I have to admit, this guy has given me some of the best memories in movies, and by default has been an icon to me all my life. And I'm not going to try and sound smart and list off all of his film accomplishments, but I'm just going to tell you how he related to me as a kid growing up. For example, every Easter, what do? We look forward to Cecil B. DeMille's The Ten Commandments. Why? So we could see Charlton Heston's big head ass standing on top of a hill dressed up as Moses, parting the Red Sea. I still get chills when I watch the chariot race from Ben-Hur. NASCAR ain't got shit on that. I remember in high school when our Spanish teacher showed us El Cid, and I made her rewind the jousting scene over again because I thought it was so incredible. He's in one of my favorite Orson Welles movies, Touch of Evil, and even though he's kind of laughable trying to be a Mexican in that movie, he's still there, and it's still one of my favorite movies. And it seems like a lot of people are concentrating more on his historical figures, but let's not forget the legacy he left in science fiction. I mean, even in some of his worst films, they gave us lines like, Soylent Green is people! And who can forget, get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape! I think he said that to somebody during the civil rights marches. I'm just kidding. And while these days we often thought of Charlton Heston as being very conservative and therefore not very open-minded, let's not forget how he made out with that sister in Omega Man. But even in his politics, he made lines memorable. As a member of the NRA, he exclaimed to anyone who would take the rifle away from him, he said, "From my cold, dead hands." And even if you didn't agree with him, you were like, damn. Now, a lot of people are going to be making jokes about this now that he's dead, but I'll tell you something, I wouldn't try because even in death, I think his big ass could get up and beat the hell out of me. With a movie career that expands to a lot of older classic movies to a few appearances in recent movies, both good and bad, what I just told you is pretty much how he relates to me. So I guess to sum it up, I'm saying that even though Mr. Heston and I may have had our differences, I will forever be grateful for the memories that he gave me in cinema. And I can't help but think that if we had ever met, he'd say politics be damned, and him and I would sit back and have a great time just talking about movies. So here's to my man, Charlton Heston. You might physically be gone, but for a lot of us, you still live on. And I just want to say thanks.